Swamp, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Florida Gators. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. The Florida head coach told me before the game. He told me this will be one of the biggest tests all year. Of course, they want to establish their dominance, SEC over the ACC, but he's going to need the crowd noise to do it. Confusion at the line of scrimmage when the offense has the ball. He said, I want our fans amped and ready to impact this game. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Miami's offense will take the field first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing, sometimes it just gets away, sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Palmer.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourself and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Got it in the middle, it's Vaughn. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Hauls it in. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Shoots it to the left. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's called it.
Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Rush is on him.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you could tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
First quarter, first drive, first strike delivered, and it's the defense that comes up with the big play. Talking to the defensive coordinator, he felt really good about his pass defense, and he wasn't lying. Interception on the first drive, great possession.
Corner's going to give them room. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The short hands, it's Mays. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Bring in the heat. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Gators will send out the punt unit. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
Throwing, Mensah. He's going to take off. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Well, that's just an amazing individual effort, trying to get back as much yardage as possible to set up a third and manageable situation, right? Nice job in the open field, understanding the situation. You obviously cannot take a sack at this juncture on the drive, so do what you can do to put your offense in a good position here on third down.
Mensah from the gun on third down. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Pocket breaking down. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. On the move, it's Fletcher. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out the quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. The offense changing the play. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Still third down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Here's Mensah to throw. Fires to the wideout. Here's the third interception of the night. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. So take the touchdown off the board. What a devastating penalty. Pass interference, waving off the pick six. Off the play fake on first down. Extending the play. Got the first down himself. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
That time the defense was in man coverage. There was nobody watching the quarterback, so when he took off to scramble, nobody home to make a tackle right away, and he shows you the athleticism, he shows you the speed, and also shows you great decision-making that time, deciding to tuck and run for a huge play on the ground.
Fires to the right. That's caught. It's Gilbert. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Love the play design there offensively. You got three tight ends out on the field, and I think everybody on defense is expecting runs. So what do? You go play action. You suck those linebackers and those safeties up, and they're able to sneak a linebacker behind them into the second level for the pitch and catch first down.
Using his legs, it's Fletcher. Turning it on. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Miami! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A quick break in the action here as they tend to the injured Hurricane. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
The play action fake. Grabbed in the middle. It's Brown. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Pass completion, move the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Handoff for Ball. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. was enough to move the chains.
You know, as a quarterback, when you make good decisions like that, your coordinator and play caller are going to keep dialing up these RPO-type plays, right? Nobody open. You're not forcing the football into traffic. You're not freaking out and throwing it away or running it.
Could be an alley. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Gators pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Caught behind the line. It's Singleton. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Nice job in coverage on that 3rd and short, defensively taking all the throws and options away for the quarterback, and now we're setting up 4th down.
Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. That 50-yard field goal attempt was no good, and now they'll have to play defense. 1st and 10 from the 33. On the ground, it's Fletcher. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, did you see the D tackle just slice through the offensive line? That's how you get penetration. That's how you dial up your tackle footballs.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Rides to the back. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
He slides and gets the 1st down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary. The Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. Mensah. Here's a heat. He's knocked down, short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Here's the handoff. There's a little room there. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Might be calling a hot route. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. So it's now 1st and 20 after that holding call. On the ground, it's Fletcher. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Oh, he's looking to throw. It's incomplete. They've been waiting to run that one and couldn't quite pull it off. It's 3rd down. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. This guy can throw it. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Fires it incomplete.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout at 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half.
This linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. It's complete. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. They want to throw it. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has 1 interception. That was almost a 2nd. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
He's got it. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Smart decision. It's 3rd and short in the red zone. It's not there. You throw it away, and now you put it on your head coach. You want to go for this? On 4th, or are we kicking a field goal?
Absolutely center cut. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Fires one high and deep. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that Bull Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Over to your game inside the swamp. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. We're just about ready to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We check in with Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, Coach Summerall told me at the half, their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Got room on the return. A dangerous cover man and a dangerous return man after the pick as he gets it all the way to the 44-yard line.
And you can't start the half any better than that. You talk about going in, making halftime adjustments, talking about what they did. It looks like they knew exactly what they were going to do. Come out, read the pass, break on the football, make the pick, and draw first blood here in the third quarter.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead. Here's a gift to Lyle. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Here's Lyle one more time. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Play is stopped as they check on an injured Gator. That is the senior linebacker who's been shaken up. Holly Rowe will give us an update on his condition. This crowd unhinged. Wins, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. Might be changing the route. Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. He's going to run it. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the first down, and let's see if they go for it here.
And I like that a lot by this defense, like understanding this guy's a threat. He's already shown you he will take off and run the football, treating him like a running back, playing pass, but understanding that can happen, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll pull it down and run. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Softened him up with a run, now to throw. Zings it complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. So now it's second and long. Looking to pass. It's nickel. Pressure coming. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on for a massive fumble recovery.
Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. The offense lining up for a first down play. Ball again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Lost one on that last one. It's second and 11. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Singleton. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tight end now in motion. Running inside. It's Ball. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Here's Jordan Lyle to begin the drive. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. The Hurricanes want to move quickly. Lyle again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
The defense blows up the ISO play by getting penetration right up the middle, and that forces the negative play.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Throwing, Mensah. Trying to escape and get it himself. He stopped at the 15. Not enough for the first down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team. And the Hurricanes will punt this one away. Wants to bring it back. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. What a catch along the right sideline as he makes a huge play. The Gators peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. We've reached the end of the quarter and Miami is on top. They've built a cushion, they've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So first down will open up the final period. Motion from the wideout. Here's a give the ball. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Runs through a tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 3. On the ground, going for the first down with the give to the tight end. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Breaks into the open. And they'll get him down after a solid return. And a chance to take the lead in this game goes by the boards with the fumble.
They knew they had that golden opportunity, right? Down in the red zone. We're in the 2nd half right now, and they're not going to get that many more chances. I think just being a little bit too greedy on that play, you need to understand when the play is over. Give the defense a ton of credit for creating that fumble.
The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. So this hasn't been the most prolific day for them, but boy, would they love to take advantage of getting that turnover right here. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. motion from the wide receiver. Here's a gift to Lyle. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Again, it's Brown. Runs through the tackle. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And how about this offense running the football when you know it's going to be a run? Being the more physical squad. And this defense, man, trailing in this football game, still got those 3 timeouts.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. First down here for the offense. Looking for space. It's Pringle. There's some room. The 10. Touchdown, Hurricanes. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting him.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a scintillating 52-yard jaunt to the house. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. And they can't make the connection going for a big play on first down.
Talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has...
Caught, and he's got room. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. And the Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Snares it outside. It's Wilson. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. The Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Pryor. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
And I love the personnel group that the defense is in right now. With the lead late in a 2-minute situation, you're seeing extra DBs on the field. You know the offense is going to try and throw the football, so faster guys.
He hurls one deep down the left side. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation when you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout. It's second. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's fourth down. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll go with Lyle. Maybe some room here. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes!
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he punctuated that drive by ripping off a 38-yard run for 6. On the run from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Nah, just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting. Keep throwing the football. Try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much, but keep fighting, man.
Yeah, and just, try to find things to build off of for next week as well, right? I mean, it's all about continuing to improve week in and week out. So whether that's identifying playmakers or just seeing what you can come up with here at the end of this game and not quitting.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen 2 big plays now, back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
They'll send the back in motion. 2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Looking to the big tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an out.
Another incompletion on third down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get...
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete in the middle. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock.
QB spikes the ball to stop the clock.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Unleashes one. Touchdown, Florida! Gets it into the end zone.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And, Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back. Yeah,
they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier now. But let's be honest, I mean, in college football, we've seen crazier things happen in these types of situations. The ball takes a crazy bounce. There's always a chance. You got to give the receiving team there a lot of credit. The hands team gets it done, and they win the game.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Working to throw. Quick strike complete. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not, and that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.